Here a small personal view to my additional view to my other videos about sick societies and what we can do against it. What each individual sooner or later must recognize himself, realize his responsibility and exercise it. And we can only do that if we think about it. But that's exactly what modern societies don't want. We should be independent, self-thinking citizens. In politics, the credo prevails that the people cannot do without leadership. But that's also quite normal. When we go to the systems, no system wants to change. Even systems wants to preserve as it is with the systems of thermodynamics. But we always come to a point where the complexity of the system is so great that its cohesion is at risk. Here we are at a turning point. The system can no longer maintain itself in this form and is collapsing and has to be reorganized. Could it be that we are close to this point? Personally, I think we already reached that point, and now the question is whether we can manage to build a new structure that will carry the new system and which is quite complex. So the question arises, can we regroup or do we fall apart? I'm sorry, I know a lot of people will say it is all too theoretically, it won't work anyway, we won't make it and whatever. Maybe there's still time for that too, our children can do it, the next generation, but it is not like that, and many scientists have already propagated it. We are at this peak and we can see it everywhere if you look. We are now so close to the thermodynamics breaking point that the system is collapsing, that hurry is really needed. And this time it doesn't help to say afterwards, oh, I should have, because this time, this size, it is so omnipotent, there is easily no afterwards. My feeling is that we need to get this done in the next few decades. Even though Stephen Hawking was optimistic about 100 years, but did he really give us that time frame? Or did he say that we won't be here in 100 years? When we are no longer here, we will not die out all at once. This will take time, and then we will need time to turn things around. That's why I come to the conclusion of 10 to 20 years. We have all noticed how difficult it is for humanity to change. Personally, I have noticed that modern documentaries no longer talk about stopping climate change, as they did 5 years ago, but only about dealing with the consequences of climate change. That suggests that, to me, that some part of the population or the leadership has already come to terms with the fact that it's coming to an end. But I think everybody could think and should think about this topic. And we have a way out of it. And a responsibility, one to build a future for everyone. It is therefore important that we start now and not in the next generation. And everyone who doesn't think about it, by the way, everyone who thinks about it will come to a similar conclusion. At least everyone who doesn't think about it without outside influence and with a responsibility and a foundation for themselves. Everyone who does do. It is therefore important that we start now and not in the next generation. And everyone who doesn't think about it, by the way, everybody who thinks about it will come to a similar conclusion. At least everybody who doesn't think about it without outside influence and with a reasonable foundation for themselves. Everybody who doesn't do it soon commits a crime against himself, against his children, the next generation, humanity and the entire planet. I say that because we all have the opportunity. We've had this opportunity for thousands of years. Our brain hasn't changed much in this time frame. only now that we have the knowledge to do so. And if we don't combine our knowledge with our possibilities now and create a better future out of it, we're criminals. I say that not because I'm negative. I am positive. I say it because I am a positive human being. I don't give up until the end. That's why I'm a Mantist. I know it is a heavy topic, but what do you think about this topic? Please put it in the comments.